What's up YouTube, Dave was for games. And it seems that my last Lightsworn deck profile wasn't pure enough. So what I've done is a pure Lightsworn deck profile with no Predator plants in it whatsoever. So, without further ado, I'm going to take you through the deck profile and I'll show you just how pure this Lightsworn deck is. Now, of course, we start off with 3 of the Mac Daddy, and that is triple JD. Obviously, in this build, we are focusing on getting as many Lightsworns with different names to our graveyard and then just going JD, nuke the board, JD, game. So, you want to play 3 of these bad boys. We've then got 3 Lumina. This obviously help you pitch out of your hand, as well as reviving your Lightsworn monsters for extra mills. Triple Raiden, big, again, main player of the deck. Kind of want to be milling your stuff off, which you can do at your start and obviously towards the end phase as well. Top of that, easy tuner, so it gets you into your Michael. Triple Wolf, want to get this bad boy from your deck to the grave as quickly as you possibly can to give you that extra extension for your Link plays or XYZ plays. Double Felice, this could probably be cut down a little bit, but at 2 we want to see it in the graveyard off of monster effects to revive it, or we just want it in the graveyard as a different name for our JD. We've then got 2 Photon Thrasher and 2 Goblinberg. With this deck, the one thing that it will lack without the Brilliant Fusion Engine is it needs the ability of getting at least 2 rank 4s or 2 level 4s on board for your rank 4 play to help extend your mills. It does mean you will be burning through your extra a little bit quicker, but it also means you need the ability as much as possible of getting 2 level 4s on board during your first turn as quickly as you possibly can. We've then got 3 Fairy Tale Snow. Now, I'm not 100% set on having 3 of these guys because your mills aren't as consistent in this build as they were in the Brilliant Fusion build, but Fairy Tale Snow is still nonetheless a game winner, so you have to play it in this deck. Just the difference is between whether it's going to be a 2 or a 3. We've then got the 1 Lila for dealing with that back row and additional mills, the 1 Minerva, the 1 Trick Clown. Because you mill this, it helps extend into your rank 4 plays. I mean, all I'm doing is worst case scenario, you normal summon a ride and you mill off a Trick Clown, happy days, you've got your rank 4 Minerva going off there. You got your 1 Giant Rex for your snow plays, again helping extend your boards for Link plays or of course XYZ plays. Your Eclipse Wyvern, again getting it off with snow, getting it to the graveyard, search out your JD and play you from there. Alternatively, you can play the Lightsworn Trap. I don't have it in this build right now because I'm still playing around with some of the ratios, but of course you want to make your JDs a bit more consistent, then of course you want to be putting that in and maybe 1 more Eclipse Wyvern. We've then got the 1 Electromagnetic Turtle. Again, this isn't a staple, you don't have to play this. I just really like this card because it's quite fun. Your opponent normally forgets about it, and then if you do slightly brick out or you need the ability of getting 1 more engraved, you banish your turtle, save yourself for a battle phase and then go again next turn. The 1 Jet Synchron and the 1 Glart Bulb. Now Glart Bulb is obviously more important than the Jet Synchron. The reason I put Jet Synchron in there is because of another target for 1-for-1, just to make sure that that isn't dead once you get to it. And if you get to it, both of them have the ability of putting cards from your hand or of course your deck with Glart Bulb to the graveyard and giving that additional mill that might end up winning you the game. So like I said, if you were going to be taking cards out for the track card that searches out your JD, then by all means take out your Jet Synchron and maybe a Fairy Tale Snow. Moving on to the spells, we've got triple Solar Recharge, of course, and triple Charge of the Light Brigade, and powerful draw cards, search cards, and mill cards, and our must plays. The 1 for 1 for your Jet Synchron and Glart Bulb, your 1 Soul Charge, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Reinforce of the Army. And finally, we've got the 1 Monster Gate. Annoyingly, I couldn't find my copy, but Monster Gate obviously lets you tribute off a monster and then mills cards from your deck to the grave until you hit a normal summon monster. Now, obviously, that could be a bit of a gamble in this deck because you do have multiple cards that can technically be normal summoned, but it is just an option for additional mills. Again, this can easily be the trap card if you want to. So that's it for the main deck lineup. Now onto the extra deck. We've got double Minerva. It's more important than ever to get into Minerva for your mills, and you will be going through more than 1 of them, which is why you need it at 2. The 1 Tornado Dragon and the 1 Baguska, because they are the best rank 4 staples in this game right now. Then we go on to the synchros. We got the 1 Black Rose Moon to nuke the board and reset. You got the 1 Michael Arch Lightsworn for your mills, your banish, and everything you need. The 1 Clearwing. Again, Clearwing can be a Michael if you want it to. Crystal Wing, you can play 2 Crystal Wings if you want to, because of the ability that you've got 1 for 1, you've then got Glark Bulb, and then of course you've got Jet Synchron. If you take out the Jet Synchron, then 1 is more than enough, but obviously you can link these up, sync these up with Clear Wing or Michael and get into a Crystal Wing, which is always going to be trouble for your opponent to deal with. Alternatively, you do have Psyframe Lord Omega, which can start recycling your stuff off the snow, as well as being able to rip from your opponent's hand. For the link monsters, we've got the 1 Underclock because it's the most generic 2 effect monster possible. We've got the 1 Nightmare Cerberus and the 1 Nightmare Phoenix. Again, these can be very, very helpful with getting cards out of your hand. If you co-link them, if you do, you'll get draws and stuff like that. These aren't staple, you don't have to play them. They're just nice little options of Link 2 monsters to get you out of sticky situations should you need it. For Link 3, we've got the Decode Talker. This can easily be a Trispania topologic if you want it to be. It's entirely down to you on personal preference. The 1 Curious, the Lightsworn Dominion, again, very, very easily made in this deck because we do play so many different types in this deck. It's very, very easy to make it. Again, less consistent than the Brilliant Fusion build, but it does let you go pure. And the 1 Borreload, this could be a Sarudra if you want, but the way I see it is Borreload is easier accessible to get the most out of him in this version than Sarudra. And obviously Sarudra, to get the most out of him, you want to be making it with 4 monsters with different names. Of course you can do that in this deck, but I think it's a lot easier making a Underclock Talker, and then going into a Borreload Dragon, or of course any of the Nightmares, and going into a Borreload in this deck specifically, because whatever you link off, you could be linking off with a Trick Clown, use its effect, bring it back, a Snow, banish, bring it back, and you've got plays to go further forward that way. So that's it for the extra deck, and that is it for the whole main deck. I hope this is as pure as I could possibly make it for you guys. From what I can see, the only thing you can kind of take out is you can mess around with maybe like putting more Lilas in, more Felices, but then you're just increasing your chance of brick. You've pretty much got the maximum amount you can kind of deal with your Lightsworns that won't cause you too many issues, but still give you the mass push out power plays. If anything, you take the monster count down and you can put the trap up, or of course your Eclipse Wyvern to make your JDs more consistent, and then a bit more mill ability to make your JDs live. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time guys, as always, happy dueling. What's up YouTube, thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button, and of course don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round, so don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always guys, happy dueling.